Hi, in this video I'm going to show you the work-through for the solution to Sbplus 11.7. In this skill builder we're looking at using the ideal gas law, but we're going to have to do some unit conversions first because the units aren't in their proper units. So we're using the ideal gas law of PV equals nRT, where pressure needs to be in atmospheres, volume needs to be in liters, amount needs to be in moles, and temperature needs to be in Kelvin. Now, looking at our question, find the pressure in millimeters of mercury. Well, our pressure when we use the ideal gas law is in an atmosphere. So in the end, when we find out what the pressure is in atmospheres, we're going to have to convert back to millimeters of mercury. So that's the pressure is what we're trying to find. We're given the sample amount, which is our N, but it's not in moles. So we're going to have to do a conversion there. And we're given our temperature, but it's not in Kelvin. So we're going to have to convert that to kelvins. And our volume isn't in milliliters. So we're going to have to convert that to liters. So Skill Builder Plus is all about getting our units back to the basic units. So first of all, I'm just going to write out what we are given and what we're trying to find. So our amount is 0.133 grams of helium, but we need to convert that to moles. We're given our temperature, which is 32 degrees Celsius, but we need to convert that to kelvins. We're given our volume, which is 648 milliliters, but we're going to need to convert that to liters. And our pressure, we don't know that. That's in atmospheres, but we're going to need to change that to millimeters of mercury. So lots of conversions going around here. That's why it's called the Skill Builder Plus. So first let's do our conversions, and we'll start with some of our easier ones. Let's convert temperature and volume. So to convert Celsius to kelvins, I'm just going to add 273, and that's going to give me 305 kelvin. So my temperature has been converted. And then for my volume, to convert milliliters to liters, I'm just going to divide by 1000. And that's going to be equal to 0.648 liters. So now my volume's done. What happens when you have the amount showing in grams? Well, you have to convert to moles. So we have to go back to CHEM1047 when we're converting grams to moles. And we know that the molar mass of helium is going to help us out. Now, lots of students will think helium as a gas is going to be diatomic, and they're going to want to multiply the molar mass of helium, which is 4 grams per mole. They're going to want to times it by 2, thinking that it's diatomic. But helium is not diatomic. It's not a diatomic molecule. Hydrogen is. So don't multiply the molar mass by 2. So if we start out with 0.133 grams of helium, and we want to know how many moles that is, we're going to take the molar mass of helium, which is 4 grams of helium, and then that's going to give us the number of moles, which in this case is 0.03325 moles of helium. And that is what 0.133 grams is equal to, 0.03325 mole of helium, not a diatomic molecule. Okay, now that I have my units converted, I can now go ahead and plug them into our ideal gas law. So we're looking for pressure. Our volume is 0.648 liters. Oh, that's an 8. Our amount is 0.033 0.25 moles. Our ideal gas constant is always the same at 0.0821. And our temperature is in kelvins, 305 kelvins. I'm going to combine all of these together on this side by multiplying, and I'll get 0.832589. Always leave my rounding until the very end, so I just keep all of my numbers. And now what I want to do is I want to isolate my pressure by bringing my volume over to this side, and I do the opposite operation that's happening. So if I'm multiplying here, opposite is going to be dividing. That cancels that out, and whatever I do to that side, I also have to do the other side. So my pressure is going to be 0.832589 divided by 0.648, which is 1.29 atmospheres. So that's here. But my question asked me, what is the pressure in millimeters of mercury? So I have to do one more conversion. I know that 1 atmosphere is equal to 760 millimeters of mercury. So I have to go back to my pressure constants and look that up. So that is from the constants list. I didn't have to solve for that. I'm going to use that to go from atmospheres to millimeters of mercury. So if I start out with 1.29 atmospheres, I'm going to multiply that by 760 millimeters of mercury over 1 atmosphere. That's my conversion factor. I knew to put atmospheres on the bottom so that I can cancel them out, and I knew to put millimeters of mercury on top because that's what I want to keep in my answer. So I go 1.29 times 760 equals 976.5 millimeters of mercury. So lots of conversions going on in Skill Builder 11.7. Always remember to check your units in your variables and make sure that they are the correct ones to use. Convert any that are not, and always look to see what unit the question wants the answer to be in. So if I didn't look closely, I might have given the pressure as 1.29 atmospheres when actually the question requested that the pressure was given as millimeters of mercury. So I need to do one more conversion right here. So that's Skill Builder 11.7. Thanks for watching.